All right, hey, let's welcome back to another season of Danville Bearcast here on the Danville Sports Network here. This is coach, or not necessarily coach, I guess it's football. I'm around football guys here, so I'm kind of in football coach mode here. This is Mr. Rogers here. We are broadcasting the first home volleyball game of the year, which is it's kind of interesting. We're a couple weeks into the season here, and we're getting our first game action here at the home court here. We got our first match here against Mediapolis. Did anyone know how the fresh soft or JV went?
No.
I cannot tell you.
I have no clue.
Today's your team meal.
I say football. We had our team meal and stuff, and I do want to apologize for the camera view here. We're kind of trying out the huddle camera up top here, and for some reason when we got it set up here, it's zooming in and out, and so we'll try and rectify that for the next game here. If we try and fix it now, we're afraid we're going to lose something here, and that's the last thing we need here. But as we kind of go here, we got about 12 minutes left before the game starts here, and I'm sitting here with a couple football guys here. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves, we'll start down here on the end with our senior.
My name is Byers Neely.
I'm Noah Horn.
Okay.
I'm Ty Frazier.
All right, so we got three gentlemen here, our football team here. Byers, we're going to start with you here. Tomorrow we've got a big home game against Columbus Junction. Kind of for you, position change this year, going from the offensive line to the running back spot. What has that change been like this year, being able to carry the rock and, instead of blocking the touchdowns, now you're scoring them?
It's a lot more fun for one, but it definitely takes a lot more out of you. Yeah, every play you're sprinting instead of just, pushing a guy for a few yards, you got to sprint 30.
Okay, has there been much of an impact for you, obviously being the starting middle linebacker, right? The position you play there.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen anything difference being, on that running back spot to now defense? Have you had to try and conserve a little bit, or is it just still you just had to get more conditioning and just go all out?
I would say definitely you got to be more in shape because it uses way more energy than offensive line does, running back does. So it's been hard to not cramp up. I struggled with that week one, so got to be better about that.
Okay, as we kind of look at Columbus, kind of what they bring to us kind of look at from an offensive standpoint? What are some things that we're looking at to try and exploit to kind of help either open up the runs for you or open up some passing lanes for these other two gentlemen?
We can't say too much, but we just got to stay physical the whole night.
Okay, so kind of stay physical here. So as I kind of talked about, our other two guests here are kind of some of our receivers here. So we start with Ty. Obviously, the first game, was kind of a little hit and miss, and with West Burlington. And then last week you were out.
Yeah.
So what kind of has been that process for you, just kind of getting back into the swing of things a little bit and kind of getting back out there and getting to play?
Well, of course, last week I was out all last week with the concussion coming off of week 1 against WB. Last play of the game, just bad hit, bad time. And so I've been going through some physical therapy, trying to get everything back up to speed. But this first few practices back, it was not gonna lie, it was a little rough, little tiring. Definitely out of breath there towards the beginning, but since the week's gone on, I'm starting to feel a little better. Starting to get my energy back, get back up to speed on plays. Still getting some confusion because it's been a hot minute since I feel like I've been out there. So it's definitely just trying to get back up to everybody's pace because they're trying to speed it up and just trying to get prepared for Columbus tomorrow.
There you go. So you kind of talk about getting up to speed a little bit. Last year, I mean, we had Kessler, we had Landon when he was playing. I mean, we had some threats out there that Jaden felt comfortable just kind of rolling out, just kind of, where's Kess at? I'm going to go find him. And now we're get a little bit more balance on that. Kind of, where have you seen your role kind of going into this season, kind of being that guy now that has to step up and kind of be that lead receiver for the group?
Yeah, so last year, mainly only really played JV. So I didn't get much varsity playing time unless it's like shutout or just a good game. So it's like last year didn't get ball much, or I had 3 receptions the whole year of varsity for 100 yards in 1 session, which
I mean, that's pretty good efficiency there.
Yeah, it's a weird stat line. But since last year, I've moved up to that starting varsity spot, which is a really big change from barely playing to starting. Told all summer that I have a big role and that I need to rise to the occasion, and I gotta get prepared for a little bit more physical of games. So I'm just trying to fill Kessler's shoes as much as I can. It's pretty big shoes to fill, but I'm trying.
I would say when you kind of had was he all district, all state almost player there? I mean, it is big shoes to fill, and I think what we've done is it hasn't just been one guy that's kind of been stepping in. I mean, it's been you and the guy next to me as well. Noah stepped in, and Yaley is kind of being a big step here. So Noah kind of coming in. Obviously, you had the cross-country background. Having played that, like, what was it that kind of convinced you that for senior year, I want to go out and try football?
Well, senior year, it's your last year to do everything, so I kind of just wanted to change it up. And I'm not a big fan of cross. I like being in shape and everything, but I just wanted to change it up a little bit, and so football was the next fall sport.
Okay, so what has been that transition for you? Like, what's been the hardest thing for you moving into? Because did you play football in junior high?
No. I played in 6th grade.
So 6th grade. So that's been a hot minute since you put the pads on. What's kind of been the biggest maybe adjustment or like aha moment that you've had?
The biggest adjustment is probably getting hit and hitting.
Okay. What's your favorite one?
Probably hitting.
I feel like that's most people's answer there.
Yeah. Yep. It's a lot different when you're just running right next to someone, and sometimes you'll throw an elbow or two, but now you're running with people that just want to pound you to the ground.
Okay. Obviously coming in, I mean, with Coach Wallace has his offense that he's got. I mean, it's one of those, having coached junior high, we kind of run the same thing, though it's a little more condensed version of what you guys run. What's been kind of maybe the hardest thing for you trying to learn a whole offense, whereas these other two guys have kind of been slowly integrated into it?
It's definitely been just the routes. There's so many different routes that you have to run with each play, and there's so many plays that you have to memorize with each route, and so just trying to remember what play and what route to run on each play, and just doing it correctly.
That's going to help you out there. So, so when you're out there on offense, you know, and I'm going to kind of look at my receivers here. I mean, would you prefer to go out, run like a 5-yard hitch or something like that, catch it, or would you rather block and see Byers, you know, pick up 7-8 yards?
Definitely a 5-yard hitch.
You want the 5-yard hitch?
I might disagree with you on that. I mean, yes, I love catching that ball, getting down that field, but as long as that ball's getting moved forward, even if it's Byers, me, Kes, or not Kes, Trev, Tate, as long as the ball is moving, I say I'm happy with it. If it's me or not. So,
yeah.
Okay. So as we kind of look at the rest of the season, obviously we talked about we got Columbus coming up. After that, we go to, where's it next week at?
At Van Buren.
At Van Buren, and then home, hopefully against Highland.
Yep.
Hopefully
for homecoming. Obviously they have that situation, you know, there's stuff going on there, but what's kind of the, you know, when you kind of look at who's coming up on the schedule, are we kind of just taking a one game at a time approach, or is it kind of one of those where we're kind of, you know, New London's bringing up to 11 man, you know, so you got that rivalry coming up with, you know, we used to play with them. You know, is a certain game that sticks out to you as, you know, you're excited for, or is it just that one game at a time mentality?
I would say, I mean, we're kind of peeking ahead a little bit. I mean, like, we're talking about stuff a little bit, but, I mean, always our main focus is just each Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that. I mean, it's always good to look a little ahead just to see who we got and what we need to prepare for, but definitely focusing on this Friday and the game that you have now is definitely number one.
Okay. So when we kind of look at, you know, Columbus, we think of it from a defensive standpoint. What are some keys that you guys are kind of looking at or kind of trying to key in on as you're trying to stop their offense?
They definitely do got a few good guys out there. Do have a few state qualifiers for track, which means they're gonna be pretty quick out there. So we have to what's the word here?
Contain?
Yeah, try and contain these guys, knowing that they can get out and they can break out quick. So
yeah, we just got to contain them and keep the line of scrimmage where it's at. We can't let them move it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, last year we had that thrilling, it was the overtime victory at the end of the season. Do you kind of think for us, was that kind of a turning point for the team there, like getting that win against that team?
Yeah, I would say it kind of just proved that we can beat good teams, not just teams that we're supposed to beat.
yeah, especially compared to 2 years ago, my freshman year, us getting we got blown out.
We got destroyed.
We got destroyed by this team, and then coming back the next year and beating them in overtime felt really good, or at least really good to me.
There you go. So we got about 2.5 minutes left in the volleyball game. Like we talked about, this was our first home game of the year. But you guys came out for the when we had that meet the team night when they were playing Mount Pleasant here. What are, you know, and talking to the girls and stuff? What are they saying? What are you hearing about how the volleyball season's going so far?
They feel a lot more, from what I've heard, they seem more confident than they did last year. Last year it seemed like they were lacking confidence for a lot of games. But this year they're saying, you know, we can go out there, we can win this.
Yeah, I mean, watching them play too, they seem a lot more stronger and just confident in their play style and just getting the ball on the other side of the net.
Okay. Let me see if I can pull up the stats here, because typically when you think of, especially from the girls' sports standpoint, like I'm thinking, you know, volleyball, especially like basketball, Meepo's always kind of that school, right, that we're trying to go after and kind of compete with. And kind of looking at Bound here, looks like Meepo has a 2-2 record. We got 2-7. It would seem like we played a lot of tournament-type games.
Yep.
So we're playing multiple teams, you know, in a night there, which, you know, obviously football is not one of those where, you know, we're playing one game at a time, but, you know, like if it's structured in a way where you could play multiple teams in a night, like would that be something that you kind of would like that, or do you kind of like the idea of just focus on one team at a time?
I would not want to do that. That sounds miserable playing that. I mean, one game's enough. I mean, one game a week is already a lot on your body. I couldn't imagine playing multiple games in a week, let alone a night.
Well, I'm thinking maybe back when you were like when we did the 7-on-7 stuff in the summer.
Yeah.
Like that type of mentality. Like, would you rather play a whole, you know, one team for a whole game, or do you kind of like that idea where it's like we're gonna play this team for 45 minutes, another team for 45 minutes?
Well, like in 7-on-7s, it wasn't as physical. It was more just our receivers and our running, like our skill positions out there running. So, but like to play like a full force football game, I feel like would be a lot more difficult.
That would be. So just going back really quick, we have about 30 seconds till the game starts. Going back to the 7-on-7, how did that help you guys, you know, especially stepping up and doing roll, or just playing a new sport, period. Like, how did that help get you guys prepared for the season?
Really, it showed me what football will be like. I mean, without the physical stuff, but it just kind of showed me like what I need to do and what I need to work on throughout this year.
Okay, sounds good. So thank you guys for coming in here. I think some of you might be sticking around. We might get our crew that's going to come in and help us broadcast here. If they show up, they show up. If not, if you guys want to stick around, you guys are more than welcome to. I think Jackson's going to want to jump on here, at least get one of you.
We'll stick up here for the first set, then we'll rotate out.
Okay. So, Ty, if you want to give your headphone to Jackson
we'll
there.
Yeah, Ty, get out.
That's what happens when you sit on the end, Ty. You got to.
Come on, Jackson.
Cons of not being a senior.
Ty is signing out.
All right. Thanks, Ty, for joining in here.
In the IGHSAU reminds you that interscholastic athletics are an extension of the classroom, and good sportsmanship is an important part of the experience. Sportsmanship is an important part of the experience.
We ask that you show respect for players, coaches, officials, and fellow fans at all times. Let's keep our cheers positive and support student athletics who are working for tonight.
Thank you for the cooperation and enjoy the match.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineup.
For the Bulldogs, number 7, Clay Wright. Number 4, Evelyn Pearl. Number 6, Ella Radinback. Number 8, Courtney Morgana. Number 9, Josie Hudson. Number 3, Sarah Moss. Number 16, Mason Glover.
Number 17, Leo Pitt. Freshman number 14, Brendan Lee. Junior number 18, Carly Herman. Junior number 10, Macy Wagner. Junior number 25, Violet Cole. Sophomore number 1, Olivia Bauer. Junior number 15, Bruno Fenton. Junior number 3, Gracie Hogg.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join us in honoring the Bear Code with the playing of the national anthem. We also ask that you please join us in a moment of silence to remember the lives lost in the heroes who emerged on September 11, 2001.
welcome back here to Danville Volleyball here. Oops, hit the wrong button there. It's the first game of the year, so we're still learning this, trying to remember how this technology stuff works here. So as I kind of went through and kind of did introductions here, so looks like, I'm not sure who's got the serve here. I'm guessing it's going to be, where's the ball at? I don't even see the volleyball out here.
I think they're going to imagine how to play.
It's imaginary ball here today.
Assume where it's at.
It still must be on the side table here. So, because I don't see an official with the ball, I don't see a side or line judge with the ball here. So, as we talked about here, Danville comes in with a record of 2-7. Mediapolis comes in with a record of 2-2. When we kind of look at it here, it's kind of two evenly matched teams, I would say. As we kind of talked about earlier in the broadcast here, the girls are kind of got a little confidence coming into the game today here. So hopefully that could, roll into a W here. So I'm guessing the way that they're getting ready to set up here, it looks like Mediapolis is going to start with the serve here. They're going to start with number 7, Bryn Wright. Is going to be a senior. When we kind of go through the stats here a little bit, she is 96% serve percentage here, so she's going to get us started here. And a nice little tip there by Macy. Gets the score going here. It's 1-0 Danville.
Very good tip.
Go Bears.
Nice little set there by Brinley to kind of get the tip there. And just got to remember, we do rally scoring here in volleyball, so every time there is a side out, point gets scored there. So Brinley with a nice little jump serve. So that's kind of the tough one there, where you're expecting the hammer to come down, and it just kind of floats up there a little bit. And,
got to reset your footing.
Yeah. So we got 1-1 here.
Take
I
that
guess
from the
I need to remember to keep track there on the video. Nice little ace there, or not an ace, I guess. That's a kill.
Oh.
Right.
I don't know volleyball.
We're still learning volleyball here a little bit.
We got the experts down on the right side of the table.
Yeah.
Nice little save, free ball there. Get the set here coming from the right side. And that was number 8.
They got it right in the gap there.
Bailey, wrong team. Yeah, I'm stuck at this.
You're good. This is our first game broadcast at Jackson. So Carly with a nice little serve there.
There we go.
Nice little kill there.
Bears get it back.
Nice little, that's called a side out, Jackson. Okay, anytime the ball gets switched from one side to the other, there's going to be called a side out there. So Carly's going to go here for the serve. We've got the jump serve. Nope. All right, so into the net. So Jackson, that would be called a side
out.
Side out. Good job. Hey, look at you. You're learning volleyball right now.
Getting a vocab lesson up here.
So we got 4-2 Meepo, first game here.
All right.
Nice save there.
All right.
That's a side out right there.
That is a good job. We're using the vocab words. I like it. That's a nice nice dig there by Gracie to kind of get the ball over there. And she's going to get rewarded here with the serve. And serves it out. I'll make it 5-3.
That would be a side out.
That would be a side out.
Dang.
A lot of side outs so far.
I would say these listeners are going to hear the word side out a lot out there. We got to come with a new vocab word for you guys.
How many listeners do we have right now?
According to good old YouTube, we got 6.
Hey.
So thanks for joining in on our initial broadcast here of the season. Thanks for joining in.
I think my mom's one of them.
You think your mom's one of them?
Yeah.
We have a very energetic student section tonight.
That's nice to see where students are coming out and supporting teams and stuff, and they're going to get Meepo in the net. One of the things you got to kind of keep in mind with volleyball is you can't hit the net. You also can't go underneath the net, and that underneath part's kind of more just a safety thing.
All right.
We just want to make sure that we don't get anyone injured there. So nice serve, nice block by Liv.
Bears tied up.
Okay, that's going to tie the game up. Okay.
I just want to give a shout out to Rhonda. Rhonda's the Danville Bears' biggest supporter. I see her up there in the stands tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Nice serve by Violet.
Block by Living. Oh, no, keep going.
Meepo bounces back.
And that's kind of that's the tough thing with volleyball is like that one where they block it and you get excited thinking, hey, we did a good job, right? The ball's going to fall down to the ground, and all of a sudden they got a girl that somehow pops it up, and we just kind of lose focus for half a second there, and we get a
side out. Yeah.
There we go. Oh. Liv with trying to get that little push touch there. Meepo's brought a little crowd with him too here. So
I don't think Meepo even rivals ours, to be honest.
Oh, man.
You're a little kid. I can. So we got a nice little pass up by Gracie.
That's a kill, right?
That is a kill. That is exactly it.
Kill by Olivia Bauer.
Good job. And that is, Liv's known for that. I mean, she's got some ups.
Oh, yeah.
She's got 1.7 kills per set.
1.7 kills per set, so she's already, halfway there to her average there. And
6-foot sophomore, too. She's got 2 more years of this, so.
So set from the back row. And that's kind of a tough one there where you kind of
too low.
Set back there a little bit, and maybe you're not expecting that kill from there. And, we kind of look at the volleyball line here. Obviously, we got center court here, and we got that white line kind of, it's 10 foot from the center. It's a 10-foot spike line. Anyone in the back row can't come to the front spike it, but they're how they set it to the back row. They're definitely able to do that. So here we got Brino with the nice little set there, or back there.
There we go.
Meepo hits the ball in the net there, and
our crowd is really wired up.
They are, and
that's a good thing.
It's kind of nice to see. Got a good chunk of the football team here cheering them on, and
I'd say the only thing that would make this better is if the student sections were on opposite sides of the gym.
Yes.
Then you can chant back and forth a little bit.
I don't know why they switched that up, but
it's like the third year they switched it up.
I was told that they switched it up because the girls need more motivation. So
okay, so they want it kind of right behind them, kind of help cheer them on and stuff.
I think what we should do is we should say our student section right behind away bench. I think that would be the best thing for the Bears.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so we got Meepo serving up 9-7. Nice pass by Gracie up top here, and Liv with a nice back row kill, or back row hit. And we got even the ball went out of bounds. We have the tip on us. So since we touch it went out of bounds, it's going to be Mediapolis ball here. They're up 10-7. We need a break serve here.
Yeah.
Nice deep free ball by Gracie.
Get it. Spike.
Oh. Carly hits the net.
Carly had the right idea there a little bit. Just kind of got a little bit in front of it. Kind of hit down on it. So that makes it 7-11. Mediapolis there.
Yeah. Over. There we go. Recovered good.
Yeah, kill by Olivia.
Kill from the back row there, and that's kind of the benefit of having her, especially like we talked about, 6 foot. It's the height there where she can be in that back row and still get a good attack down. And
still a sophomore, still can grow.
Yeah. Jump serve a little deep there. Makes it 12-8.
Is there errors in volleyball?
There are errors. Obviously with any sport there, you're going to have a couple errors there. Let's see that person's not getting it.
Using what I see for the Power Puff game.
All right, so we got 14-7. No, it should be 14-8.
Yeah, that should be 14-8.
Or we should have 8, but coach isn't saying anything about it yet. Nice little tip over by Brindley. Oh, that's kind of a tough one there, where you're kind of seeing the girl looks like she's getting ready to do do a spike or whatever, and then kind of just does that little push over.
Yep.
That is definitely a tough one to try and defend there on that. Nice little attack by Violet there. It's over, dig by Liv.
Ooh, the tip by
There we go.
Macy there for the tip pass, and that's kind of one of those, once again, where it's kind of,
I think they're going to spike and
yeah, you kind of fake it there, and they get the blockers up there and just kind of push it over the side of them. So we got Carly serving here, down 8-15, set number 1. And that works. They touched it. Oh! I thought they touched that. Maybe. I mean, you got to think the official has the best view up there, but
Yeah.
that's
That
sure looked like it was tipped there.
Yeah, they say vision start. Never mind.
We got 16-9, Meepo. Nice little push by Violet there.
yep, gave the side out.
Okay, finds that open corner in the back left and able to get through there. So this is going to bring Gracie up to serve here. And
She has an 83.3 serve percent. I don't know what that means.
all right, so we got a timeout, Danville here. So I think part of it, she might be looking at maybe the score.
I'm feeling the competitiveness in this gym that, I think it's carrying all over from Miss Bemis's PE, the competitiveness from there.
Yes.
It's the same vibe that I'm getting now.
Okay, what do you guys volleyball is at the PE?
Yep.
Yes.
So you guys are doing the PE?
But to be honest, I'm getting more Polish Pong vibes right now,
Polish Pong.
Polish Pong.
This is a hyper-competitive environment.
Okay, kind of explain what is Polish Pong?
So you see, Polish Pong, it's also known as God's greatest gift to man.
Oh, yeah. Amen.
It's an iteration of ping pong where you play with an unlimited number of people, and there's no net, and you just kind of hit it around. You let it bounce on the floor, and then once people get pretty good at it, it just gets fun.
So is that the one that's used with like a soccer ball almost, or volleyball?
That's the one. You use a ping pong ball and you use a paddle.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw you guys doing something in there where it was like like a volleyball. Or
I think you're thinking of four-square volleyball.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, we got Gracie up here serving. It's 10-16. There we go. They got the score switched up there, and nice little save there by Brindley. West Burlington able to just kind of get the nice little push there again, and it makes it 10-17 Mediapolis. Remember, volleyball, we go to 25 for the first 4 sets. It's best of 5. So the first team to win 3 games wins the match.
Mikhail by Brina.
Nice little set there by Liv, and Brina with the kill there, and makes it 11-17. So we need Violet we need her to kind of get a nice little streak going here, kind of cut into the 6-point deficit. kind of the tough thing there with it is, we feel like we're kind of striving to try and get that big hit, get that kill shot, if you will, and they're able to dig it up and stuff. It's tough to kind of get going here because it doesn't look like Mediapolis is going to be making many mistakes out here so far.
Well, I think it is. I think our players earlier were thinking they're going to lose today, and they just ain't having that mentality.
And Danville, they're a much younger team than Mediapolis. Looking at this roster, Mediapolis only has one underclassman on their lineup, while Danville, they have two who rotate in, and there's several juniors on there as well.
Nice serve there by Liv, and got caught a little flat-footed there. We'll say I do like the way the student section is going here. Hopefully they can keep it up here a little bit. And Mediapolis is going to go here with the serve here.
From Thornburg.
One of those had the block and just kind of had the wrong angle on it and just kind of gave up the point there. So 20-12, Meepo.
Yeah, you get that sometimes when you're just trying to get the kill shot. Sometimes you miss.
That's it.
Hearing nothing from the Meepo student section.
Yeah. So we got 21-12, Mediapolis up. Mediapolis serving. Makes it 22-12. Meepo scored the last four. We definitely need a side out here, and we need to get a rally going on the offensive side here. It starts out here with a nice little push there by Carly.
Fouls against Spike.
There he goes. Smart move there by Violet. Kind of saw the ball coming her way, but she realized she was on the line and, let it go out of bounds. So we got 13-22 Meepo. I need Brina to go on a little bit of a run here. It gives us a good start, serving it deep.
There we go.
Meepo hits the net.
Talked about need a little bit of a run here, and
getting it.
Brina's got us 2 points here, so it makes it 15-22.
It's not over till it's over.
No.
There's still 4 more games.
Nice just save by Carly there, just get the ball over.
In the missed spot.
Watch just kind of one of those there, just kind of a little push there. Looks like by number 10, Wagenbach, with a nice little push pass there. Oh, no, they're calling they're calling into the net. They're calling into the net there, so that gives Danville the points there. Makes it 16-22. Breathes a little life in the.
They'll change the score back, maybe.
Nice little tip there by Macy. You get a back row attack there by Thornburg. Oh, that's not a carry? That looked like a lift, but maybe not. Oh, that's a tough one.
It's a split second you got to make that decision.
Oh, good try there. That's gonna
end the run.
That was a nice rally.
Yeah, it was.
So it's a rally when the ball goes back and forth a lot there. That did look like that was a carry though, close to the net there, but that's our opinion.
What's a carry?
So, what's a carry? You can't like essentially almost hold on the ball and like lift it up. Like you have to like hit it so it bounces off your hand there.
Yeah.
Little
Good man.
kill.
I know football, not volleyball.
No, you're good. All right, so we got 17-23. We got a 6-point game here. Like I said, we played at 25, so this service setup here is kind of important to kind of keep the hopes of this game going here. That's kind of a good start there. With Macy with the ball get the kill. Yep, the ball kind of got tipped over a little farther than what Meepo was hoping, and gets us a little life here, down 5, so still need a few more of those. A little low, nice little push there by Meepo. Nice little one-handed save there. And oh, thank you for hitting that. That's kind of like the earlier one. Would have been out.
Oh.
That's kind of a tough one there where you try to get the ball to your setter and just kind of hit it just a little too far. Makes it 18-24, so we definitely need a side out here, or Meepo's going to be able to pull out game 1. And unfortunately, that is what happens there. So game number 1, or set 1 there, makes it 25-18 Meepo. So we'll have a little break here as we get ready here for set number 2. Have anyone else over there?
You wanting some cross-country kids?
Yeah, there were already cross-country kids over
All
there,
right,
maybe.
some cross-country kids. Sounds good. We'll get some.
Isaac, Eli.
Your interview. Isaac Shannon, you get an interview. Get an interview, bud. Cross-country.
There we go. I think we can hear you. So, all right. So as we you get ready here for the second set here, we kind of got some new guests up here with us. You guys want to introduce yourself?
My name's Isaac Shin.
Okay.
I'm Tate Sherwood.
Tate Sherwood. All right. So we already talked a little football. So Shin, we're gonna kind of talk cross country.
All right.
Okay. How has the season gone so far?
I feel like it's gone pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. We've had a couple of injuries with Brandon getting hurt, but I think he'll be back by the end of the season, and I think we'll be good.
Okay. Where were you guys at earlier this week?
We were at where were we at? Van Buren.
Van Buren?
That's right.
Okay. How'd that meet go for you?
I ran a PR there, ran 16:55. Pretty happy with that.
16:55. I don't even know if I could run like a mile and a half in 16:55, and that's 3.2 miles, right? Is that what you guys run?
3.1.
3.1. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to make it a little longer than you need to out there. What kind of going into the season here? Kind of what were your goals kind of going in? What were the team goals kind of going into the season here?
I don't know if we really had any goals. Just do our best, and hopefully we can make it to state. I don't know if we're going to do that, but I think we got a really hard-working group of kids, and I think we can if we really put our minds to it and we work together. As I said, Brandon will be back like prime season. We're going to really need him for districts, and yeah.
Have they announced district stuff yet? Is that kind of one of those more as we get closer to the end of the season they announce that?
They kind of get closer to the district day. They start announcing that, but we think we're probably going to go to Pekin.
Okay. Is that a course you guys are familiar with?
Yeah. So normally we run that first meet of the year.
Okay. What's your opinion on that course?
I really like the course. Obviously ran it all 3 years before this year, but it has one big hill, But other than that, it's pretty flat, and I like it.
Okay. So as you kind of look at the season going forward here, what are kind of some expectations that either you have or you think some of your teammates have of like you said, the hope is to go to state again. This year, you guys went last year as a team, right?
Yeah.
Did you qualify yourself individually? Like, had the team not? Would you have qualified individually?
No, I got hurt last year, and
okay.
So I didn't get to run districts as well as I wanted to.
Gotcha. What did kind of having that injury, kind of how did that either prepare you or kind of how was that state kind of being injured and having to come back from that?
I think it kind of fueled me to work harder this winter and this summer to come back stronger this year.
Okay, and you were able to run track though, right?
Yeah.
How does kind of, obviously track, it's just you run the 1 mile or 2 mile. Like how does, if you had to choose one or the other, like which one do you prefer to do?
I like cross country a lot better. I like the hills. I think I just do better with the hills and not go around in a circle all the time.
Okay, and that's kind of the one when you kind of watch the, having gone to track meets and stuff, is you get a lot of, especially in that 2 mile one where you're just kind of, for us in the stands watching it. Nice little attempt to save there. Watching just the kids run, 2 miles would be 8 times around. It's especially you get some of those gooder, and that's not a word. The better kids that, like you're a little faster than some of those other kids. Like,
yeah.
What's going through your head when you are just kind of running around in a circle for 2 miles?
I kind of space out, honestly. I don't know what a lot of people do, but I personally just kind of space out.
With the kill.
Yeah. Good job there. So when you are sitting there running, like in the summertime and stuff, you're talking about training. Like, are you one that I want to have music in my ears, or are you like, I just want to kind of have my thoughts out there with me?
I think the best thing for me is running with people. Like, I just like to talk and just run with a group of kids, and that's probably my favorite.
All right, would you say during cross country, is it kind of that sociable part where you're kind of all in a group? Are you talking, or you're just kind of like, I'm focused on just running my race and?
Yeah, I say we talk a lot as a group and run as a group. Yeah.
Okay, who would what school is like your favorite one to run with that you can, they're more personable, they're going to talk with you?
What was that?
Like, is there like a certain school out there that you find yourself like it's easier to, like when you see them around the schedule, like, all right, I'm excited to run with these guys.
Yeah,
gonna be talking
I really like to run with Mediapolis,
3-1,
and I also like to run with Pekin.
Okay, what about the opposite? What's the, if you want to share, maybe you don't want to, is that one school that's out there you're kind of like, I don't like it when they're on the schedule, they're not?
I don't think there's really one school out there that I just don't like, but
okay.
Maybe those bigger schools like Iowa City and those, because they have so many fast kids, and it's kind of hard to pace off of those,
Yeah. So you talk about those bigger schools, they're not saved by Liv. Those bigger schools, like you had a meet early in the year where you guys went up to Iowa City and you're running against those larger schools. Like, what type of challenge do you find when you are running out against, larger schools?
I find that I go out way too fast and then I end up dying because those kids are so much faster than me. And
you guys lost to Mount Pleasant!
Student section electric here.
Hey, there you go. Anyway, sorry, you're talking about the bigger schools a little bit faster?
Yeah, just going out too fast for like the first mile and a half, and then just dying at the end.
Okay, and is that probably just because the kids at those schools are just they're running faster, so your instinct is I need to be at the front of the line?
Yeah.
Okay. So say you're at a meet and it's the last half mile or so. Would you rather be, like if you're in a group, would you rather be in the front of the pack or kind of in the back and kind of, drafting or whatever it would be and then kicking at the end?
Yeah, I'd probably rather be in the back and then kick at the end. Just so then I have somebody in front of me that I can work towards. And
okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good here. So.
Can you tell me why Eli didn't want to come on?
What?
Why did Eli want to come on?
Sorry, I can't hear. What'd you say?
Why didn't Eli come on?
I don't know.
I tell you want to give it to Eli there. Yeah, we'll have you and Nick come in afterwards.
All right. I'll be back. All
right, we'll let you know here. All right, so we kicked Tate out a little bit because nice little play there. We got 3-5 Danville there. So who we got joining us now?
I'm Eli.
Eli? How do you guys know each other?
That's my brother.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, okay there. So you guys obviously both run cross country. What has it kind of been like, being able to run with your brother and having him, both of you guys having your siblings out there with you?
I think it's really cool. I mean, he finishes like quite a bit in front of me, so he cheers me on. But
okay.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else.
Last year we got to run at state together, and that was a really cool experience. And not too many kids get to say that they got to run with their brother, at state. So that was really fun.
All right. Hey, line. Wait, never mind.
That was a tough one. So you said being able to run at state was pretty cool, and not being able to do that. So how has, obviously, with your older brother, like you said, being a little faster than you a little bit, does that kind of, is there like, that kind of racing the head there? Does that give you like motivation, or is it kind of like, I just know my brother's faster and that's just the way it is?
Yeah, so every time that I run, I want to figure out what his PR was when he was my age, so I can try to see if I can beat it. I haven't yet, but maybe sometime.
You ready? What's your current PR, Eli?
This year, I don't know what it is. Last year, it was 19:24 freshman.
3.1 miles?
So 3.1, so.
I can
so he says, he says, 19 miles as a freshman last year. What was your?
My freshman time was 18:45.
18:45, so.
You're pretty close,
it's still there, though.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
So kind of the nice thing is, though, is you almost have kind of like a training plan, if you will, or you can kind of see, like, what did your brother do?
Yeah.
To kind of, do with that. Like, how did going through and training this summer each other, like, how did you guys kind of push each other a little bit? Or?
Yeah, I don't know about the running part. We don't know if we pushed each other. Like, the weightlifting section, we weightlifted a lot with each other this summer. That really helped, I feel like.
Okay, how is that something you guys just started doing this summer then, doing the weightlifting thing? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. How is that? Do you feel it's kind of helped, it make you better or helped out with the running?
Yeah, I feel like it helps, like with mile 2.5 to end of the race, 2.5 to end of the race. It definitely helps.
That helps with the setup there. So did you guys go to school, like to work out, or where'd you guys go?
At East Stephanie with the Ace.
With the Y there?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it one of those now that you're kind of in season? Are you still doing the lifting, or is it kind of?
Yeah, I would even say
much?
that I feel like it's even ramped up for me.
Okay.
As a season, but it'll start tapering off at the end of the season.
I'd say, especially when you kind of get ready for conference and districts and state and stuff, is you don't necessarily want to burn yourself out there a little bit. So
yeah, I feel like Mr. Thompson's helped me out.
Oh yeah!
Nice little kill there. But who had that one, Jackson?
I was who hit it, but it was an error by Meepa. Basically, it was out of bounds and they hit it.
Right, there you go. So, do you have any plans for like next year at all? Like, hope to run anywhere, or kind of?
I don't think I'm going to run anywhere, but I want to go to college at Taylor University and be an accountant.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Where is Taylor
University?
University?
It's saved by.
It's in Indiana.
Indiana?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have family that goes out, like, is out there, or how'd you come up with that?
No, we had some friends tell us about it, and then we went and visited, and I loved the campus, and yeah.
Is it a smaller school then, or?
Yeah, I think it's a school of about 2,500 kids.
That's not bad at all. That'd be. Sit there. So counting, can't go wrong. That's actually what I went to school for, is being accountant.
Yeah.
Now look at me now. I'm teaching, doing this stuff with you guys. So counting thing. Hopefully, it'll work out for you. It's a good career choice. So, that's gonna be. It's gonna be side out there. So,
side out short of the day.
That is. Do we know, Jackson, why that was a side out? Like, why? What happened there?
They switched sides.
It did. Well, side out does switch sides there. Remember, we can only have 3 hits on a side.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So our third hit didn't cross the net there. So that kind of
kills the drive.
It does kill the drive, if you will.
Football terms.
Yeah, we're mixing up sports here a little bit. So, so we kind of look at where do you guys run conference at this year?
What's that?
Where's conference at?
Conference. I don't know where conference is going to be at this year.
I don't know.
Does Danville hold conference ever or no?
No, Danville never does a cross country meet.
Is it because our track's too small?
No.
We just don't really have a place to.
Oh, never mind.
have it.
Wrong
Yeah.
sport. Wrong sport.
Yeah.
What's your favorite course to run? Our favorite. Yeah, maybe course, I guess would be the right word. What's your favorite course to run on? You said Pekin you like with the that's the one hill and stuff. But.
I think my two favorites are probably State. I really like State, and I also really like Mount Pleasant.
Okay. What is it about Mount Pleasant that you kind of like?
I've always just kind of ran my PRs there. I don't know. There's nothing really special about it. It's pretty flat, but I just always run well there.
Okay.
In the block by.
The block, but
I don't know. I can't see numbers.
we have the block, but since we tipped it out of bounds there, it's going to be
Never mind.
keep a ball there. So, so for you guys, would you rather, if you had your conditions right, would you rather run a flat course, but it's like 90-some degrees out, or kind of like a somewhat hilly course, but it's like that 60-ish degree, 70-degree weather?
I think I'd rather run a hilly course when it's a little cooler out.
Okay.
Even if it's like 30 degrees, I just like the cold. I run terrible in heat.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing?
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what if, kind of go back to track here a little bit. Say, in the spring it's windy and stuff. Would you rather be windy on the front stretch or back stretch?
Probably front stretch.
Front stretch?
Yeah.
That's one of those I ran junior high, so I didn't really run much, but it's always baffled me what people will say on that.
Meeple with the net.
Nice little net shot there. So, Jackson, you got any questions for them at all, or?
Not really.
Not really. You're just
saw them last night.
You're just still going through the process of just trying to broadcast the game here.
Yeah.
Know what we're doing here. So, you guys got anything else, or?
No.
Anything else for us?
Thank you so much for having us on.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming out here. We'll let you guys go get in the student section here, and I'm sure we'll find some other guys here. So thanks for joining on with us.
Thank you.
So that was the Shin brothers there. Join us there, talking a little cross country. We kind of look at, they just had their meet at Van Buren this last week. Next week, I think they're down at Fort Madison. And it's kind of one of those where, they're kind of getting to their one meet a week here system here. So, all right, so kind of, get back here to the volleyball action here a little bit. We've got it 16-10. Danville is down. Danville's 10 serving.
All right, I'm back.
All right, we got Sherwood back here.
Yeah. Oh, and the block by Olivia.
Yeah.
Nice block by Olivia. Are we getting Parker out here, or is he too good for us?
Nick. Get Nick.
So, all right, we got 11-16. Meepo.
Carly with the serve.
Nice little there, and
there we go.
Liv with the attack here. Oh, that was a close one there. So
nice try.
Yeah, so we got 17-11. Mediapolis here with the serve. So we got two new gentlemen here. You guys want to introduce yourself?
I'm Tate Sherwood. I'm back on here.
Nick Parker.
Nick Parker here. All right, Nick, you just want to make sure you're a little careful here. Your mom is over here taking pictures, so make sure you're a little bit on the nice side here. So, nice little
KO by number 25.
Save there. So we'll just kind of spend the rest of this game here, just kind of calling the game here. And then in between games here, we'll talk to you guys about, you guys both obviously play football here, kind of how the season's gone. We had, who do we have earlier? Oh, we had Byers and Noah and Ty on here.
Yes, we did.
Kind of before the game here. So when we get to a timeout or in between games here, we'll kind of talk some football with you guys.
Sounds good.
And the kill by Brina.
We're getting some momentum going now.
There we go. So I don't know if you heard that out there, Jackson. You heard the term free ball. The other team yelled free, or we heard free. Free ball is any time there's kind of a, it's not an attack across the net. It's just kind of every time we bump the ball over, they would call it free ball.
Okay.
So like that's going to be a tip. And, that one looked in there. I'll be honest, I couldn't see it, but, we also have the student section in front of us here. So
That one was pretty close, it looked like, from where I'm at.
That was. So you guys obviously just coming from the student section. How would you say the student section's been today?
Some good energy going.
Yeah, it's pretty electric over there.
Bailey with a little bit of a miss hit there. And
it's only a freshman getting some varsity experience, which is pretty nice.
I would say when we look out there, we got three freshmen.
3 freshmen?
We got 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and 2 juniors. So definitely a young team out there right now.
Why is Aubrey not out there?
I don't know. Not sure.
I heard Marley got injured.
I would say I did see Marley. She do anyone know what happened to her?
I have not heard. It's all she was in a sling, so I've seen something with her arm.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
So obviously losing a senior player like that is going to be it's going to be hard for any sport here, and unfortunately in sports injuries do happen. So we got Meepo here up 21-13. A little free ball there by Brina. That'd be a free ball there.
Okay.
Nice tip. Meepo coming up with the attack.
Ooh, a save by 14 on.
I said Brindley with the save there, and Liv just tried to do a little push there and just kind of got a little too flat, got into the net there. Makes it 13-22, Meepo. And a free ball there by Bailey.
Looked like she punched the ball there to get it over.
Oh, yeah! Great save.
Quick, real good.
Need to get the kill here. There we go.
Error by Meepo.
That's a big one there. That's kind of the nice thing with volleyball is, it can, like up there, it hit the HVAC thing up, the blue HVAC thing up there, and it's still good. As long as it's not the wall and stuff, it's still going to be playable. So nice little rally, nice little nice save there by Brina.
That would be a free ball, right?
Yeah, kind of more of a push.
Push, okay.
Like that's going to be a nice little push by Lynn. Just got a little too strong there on that one. Makes it 23-14. Here in set number 2. Meepo won the first one 25-18. Unfortunately,
I just stepped in with the serve.
Nice little dig there. And that'd be your free ball, Jackson, right there.
All right.
Call that one out. So we'll take that one. Makes it 15-23. So we got Carly coming in for Bailey here. I got Liv on the serve, so need a big run here. Down 15-23.
Ooh.
And of course the announcer says something like that, and then obviously bad things happen.
I hate that.
It's the unofficial
announcer's jinx
there. So makes it 24-15. Meepo with the game point. Or set point or whatever. I guess I gotta look in to see what that term is actually.
Oh, get it back over.
I think it's set. Oh.
Ooh, and the kill by Liv.
There you go.
Again, she's averaging 1.7.
Keeping us alive.
There you go. 16-24.
That'd be 2, wouldn't it?
So we need a big run here by Brina. Get us back in here. That's a good start, getting the ball over. I don't know, I guess I'm old school a little bit, having my dad coach this sports. I've been around it a while, and it still to me just looks like a carry. And I guess I'm just, I don't know, what do I know? So anyway, so Meepo is going to end up winning set number 2, 25-16. So as we kind of look going in here to the third set here, like I said, we got Tate Sherwood and Nick Parker here joining us. We got a big football game tomorrow.
At this moment, we would like to recognize Gracie Huck for her 500 career dates.
So, all right, nice little honor there for Gracie getting her 500th dig.
Forget what dig is.
So a dig is anytime there's like a serve across or a spike across, and she's like the one that passes it to the setter. Okay. You know who the setter is, right? Setter is the one that. Okay.
Different shirt, right?
Yeah. So yeah, she kind of would be the one in the different shirt there for it. Yeah. So we'll give it to you.
Yep.
Look at that, Jackson.
I'm learning.
Jackson knows volleyball. So, so anyway, so we look at the game tomorrow. We got Columbus.
Yep.
What's kind of what are our thoughts going into that game tomorrow?
I would say it's our rivalry game, so we're trying to beat them. We're all amped up for it. Hopefully walk away with the win. Plan on walking away with the win.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a big game. Pretty excited for it, but I think we should walk away with the win pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked with the first group here. Meepo, or not Meepo, we're playing Meepo here. Columbus Junction was kind of that turning point last season where, the first 2 years, up until, that game last year we played is every team that we're supposed to win we beat, and every team we're supposed to lose we lost to, right? Like, Columbus was kind of that first game where we beat a team that, at least according to, BCM Moore or whatever, says we weren't supposed to. Like, what was it? You guys were on the field. What was it like getting that dub in overtime?
For me, that was the most exciting game I've ever played. Most fun I've had in football ever. It was really, really fun to get that win.
Yeah, no, it felt like a big turning point for the team. Finally able to get a win where we weren't expected to win, and yeah.
Not just a turning point for the team, for the program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say we're it's one of those where we know coming into the season here we've never hosted a playoff game.
Right.
Never won a playoff game. Is that kind of one of those where you guys, obviously being juniors, on the leadership council, is that something you guys kind of, goal-wise have kind of set for yourself, like, as a team, we want to do something that the school's never done?
Yeah, that's a big goal of ours, that, at least for me, I know, is host a playoff game. Host them for the next 2 years.
Okay, so obviously to host a game, you got to be top 2 in the district.
Yep.
So when you kind of look at our district here that we got here, like, who are the teams that you're kind of looking at that we're going to be competing against for that, the top 2 spot to end up hosting?
I would say we're looking at Columbus. That's a big game tomorrow, and then Pekin, obviously, but we're not overlooking any teams. We gotta play as best we can every single game.
Okay, so it's kind of having that one game at a time mentality, right?
Yep.
Going through there. So when you kind of look at it from a defensive standpoint, what are you guys looking at defensively that you got to maybe have to slow down, or kind of what are some key points when you look at Columbus Junction on offense?
We just gotta really follow our keys. I know I'm a linebacker, so I gotta follow my key, and I just gotta be there make the play.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say a major part of their offense is definitely their run, so stopping the run would really hurt them.
And they have that, like, was it the All-State guy? What was it, Kalberg, right? Was that the main guy? He's moved on.
Yep.
I mean, do they still have some speed and stuff and some threats back there, or is it kind of more now that the one main guy's gone? They've kind of been spreading the ball around more a lot.
They got Kalberg's little brother. He's a senior this year. He's not near as good as his brother was, but I mean they got 2 little backs. I think we could stop him.
Okay. When we kind of look at offensively, what are some, Nick being the center, you're kind of the key guy in the offensive line there. What are some of, your responsibilities, those things you're kind of looking for as we go up against what's typically is a bigger defensive line? Typically Columbus is always on they have some large linemen. What are some things you're looking for trying to get the line ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, no, like you said, their D-line has been very big the past couple of years, and the main thing we're focusing on is just getting a good push up front, try to start our run game and work into the pass a little bit.
Okay. For you guys, I'm going to start with you, Nick. Would you rather block for a 80-yard touchdown run or an 80-yard touchdown pass?
Definitely an 80-yard touchdown run, because a lot of the running starts with the offensive line. If you don't get a good push, there's not going to be much of a run there.
Okay. Sherwood, same thing to you. I know you're kind of stepping into that Y position.
Yep.
A little bit, like kind of same thing. Would you rather, be blocking it, blocking Byers for an 80-yard run, or kind of setting the edge for, or kind of going out and say Ty catches a swing pass or something like that, and you're setting a block out for him?
Personally, I'd rather. I mean, for me, it don't matter. I just want to lay the stick on whoever I'm blocking. So.
Okay.
I just want to get that big pancake.
Gotcha. Okay. Nick, being offense, defensive line, which one do you prefer to be on?
I really enjoy the offense. I like working as a team on the offensive line. I feel like our offensive line, we're pretty solid as a team, communicate well, and so yeah, on the offensive line.
Oh, they're going to call 4 hits. They're going to call that little tip that we had there coming out there. So we kind of look at the team this year. Obviously, we lost a lot of seniors off the team, especially, from an offensive standpoint. In your guys' standpoint, how has the offense changed or evolved, to kind of look at the strengths or whatever that this year's team brings?
I would say we're definitely more heavy on the run this year than what we were last year with losing Jaden and Kes, but we can still pass. I mean, I don't really know how much yards or whatever Dylan has had this year, but
247
yards. I mean, he's still passing. He's still getting the yards or whatever.
I mean, I know that's something that the coaches and stuff are trying to talk about, being more balanced from a offensive standpoint, not necessarily 50-50 run pass, but being able to sprint out to the left, sprint out to the right, that type of thing. Have you guys kind of seen that balance, especially now more with, like we talked about with Kessler? It's kind of seemed at times it was easy, just where's Kessler at? We're just going to throw him the ball. Where now we got more guys to throw to. I know, Sherwood, you're kind of excited a little bit, kind of seeing how much more passes you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not in my position that is my favorite, but I mean, I'm still being a team player. I want to catch the pass. I want to get the ball, and I want to score the touchdowns.
Okay, I mean, so you're being able to contribute in a different way than instead of, because you're coming back from the F, which is more of a running the ball thing, whereas now you're getting the ball in space. I mean, now when you're getting the ball out in space, you almost kind of like that a little better now that you're not having to go through the line to get the yards, or you still, like you kind of talked about, you kind of like that I want to hit somebody mentality.
Yeah, I mean, I like just getting the ball right up the middle and just forcing my way through there.
Okay.
But I mean, getting the ball in space too is also kind of fun. I feel like it might be a little easier to score a touchdown, but.
Okay. Nice block there. Got a nice little rally going here.
Pilot with the block.
And that was in. Right down the line there, makes it 5-3 Danville.
That's very close.
I'll say kind of makes it there a little bit, and give us a little lead there. It's kind of one of those where with the student section kind of getting involved there a little bit, and hopefully you can kind of keep this motivation going there. There we go, makes it 63 Danville.
There we go. We're getting the student section back into it.
That's kind of the thing. The Meepo student section here being up 2-0 is kind of disappeared a little bit. And
haven't heard him for a while.
Yeah. Nice little punch there by Liv. Gets the ball over.
Ooh, and the.
I'll be honest, I thought Violet kind of jumped a little too soon there. You kind of saw her get up in the air a little bit and thought she was going to hit it too much there. So timeout Meepo. Danville's up 7-3. So I don't even know what Blaine said there. So we kind of look at, we got Central Lee. Or not Central Lee, we got Columbus Junction tomorrow. We got Van Buren next week. Then we come back home for homecoming against Highland. What are kind of some of your thought process of, being able to have, homecoming. Hopefully we'll have the homecoming game with what's going on with Highland and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I heard their quarterback is 8 yards.
well, they've had, they canceled the last 2 games and stuff. Like, is that a concern that you guys have, kind of, just for yourselves not being able to play that? Or you just, once again, it's just that let's just get through Columbus and Van Buren and then we'll worry about Highland when it gets here?
Yeah, I mean, for me, Van Buren is my last game for a while.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think just get through the next 2 games and then worry about Highland.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got to focus on the upcoming game, but it would hurt not having a homecoming game, of course. But right now, our main concern is Columbus and Van Buren the week after.
There we go.
Meepo students actually sitting back up now.
So they got there. So Tate, you said it's your, you got 2 games. Are you expected to be back by the end of the season, or is it kind of just see what happens, approach?
I mean, I'm hoping we make it to the second round of playoffs. I'll be back for that. But
is that what it is, second round playoffs?
Yeah. As long as I get cleared by the doctor after my surgery, I should be back for that. But I mean, yeah, that's just what I'm hoping.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That actually kind of saved us there a little bit because I don't think Violet was going to be able to get to that one there. Nice save. Get there. So, you kind of look at, you said you're going to be out for a little bit. Like, how do you think that kind of, does your role change a little bit in the sense that, are you kind of, being on the side there, kind of helping kids out, helping the younger guys out at all?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to have to do my best to stay supportive, even though it's going to be hard to watch probably not being able to play. But, yeah, I'll just be supportive and keep on pushing the team.
There you go. So, with you out, who do you kind of see taking over that Y spot for you?
I think Trev is. Trev, he's been pretty good. He was pretty good the last game. I wasn't playing offense.
So leading receiver last week.
What's that?
Leading receiver last week.
Yeah, he was. He was.
So, Meepo's got a little bit of a run here. Makes it 8-7. So we need to get that side out here, as we talked about earlier, right, Jackson?
Yeah.
Student section do over. Hey, nice kill there by Liv there. So.
I don't know what they're saying.
Do you guys know what they're saying?
I'm not sure. I couldn't quite hear it.
We got 9-7. We got Liv serving, though. There we go. That's a 10-7 Danville. Getting a nice little run here. So besides football, you guys both wrestle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both do.
You both do. Like, how was that? Like, 'cause Notre Dame, you guys won state last year. Like, how was that? Going through that experience.
It was a fun experience being up there. Very, very cool. I was up there watching a couple years ago when they won the first time. That was cool to watch.
Then it sounds like you guys are going to have a wrestling meet here this year?
Yeah, I think it's our first duel against Columbus. It's supposed to be here. I think that'll be awesome.
Have we ever, you guys know if we ever had a wrestling meet here at Danville, or is this going to be the first one that you're aware of?
First one that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be the first one.
Okay, because I know, like, when I was in school, we shared with Meepo, I think. You know how long we've been with with Notre Dame?
I want to say
Saved by Carly.
Probably 7 years ish.
7 years.
Somewhere in that area.
Okay. Nice little volley there. Very good. Oh, that was a good hit there by Carly.
Free ball over there.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice little rally going there, and Dan was able to get the point there. So we're up 12-8. We got Violet serving here. So we were talking about homecoming coming up here in 2 weeks. What's kind of your guys' besides the football game? Obviously, what's your guys' favorite part of homecoming?
Personally, I like the TPing after it gets started.
TPing.
Yeah, just going around town, having fun with friends.
There you go. Okay.
Odd person to say I enjoy the powder puff.
You like the powder puff? Yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on, instead of Sunday afternoon or evening, they moved that to the Deering School?
I don't know. I think it'd be cool having the whole student body there, but I always enjoyed Sundays, doing it on Sundays. But
Yeah, I'm the same with Nick on that one.
Okay, I figured getting out of school, you don't have to go to class. You guys might be excited about that part a little bit.
yeah, that is always a plus.
I don't know. More people to be embarrassed by. As the sophomores are going to win.
Sophomores going to win the volleyball one?
Yep.
Couldn't
You playing,
disagree
Jackson?
more with you.
I am playing.
All right.
Taking notes right now.
There you go. What have you picked up so far?
Gotta kind of hit it like the triangle in your hands. I don't know.
Okay.
Hit the ball.
Sit the ball and see what happens.
As long as it's not my fault, it's fine.
This little volley there makes it 10-13. Danville's up. Mediapolis, though, with the serve.
That'd be Bryn Wright with the serve.
Nice little attack there by Carly. We get a back row hit. Oh, Carly with the free ball attempt and comes up a little short there. And it's kind of one of those, like we said, we apologize for the video here, kind of using the huddle. It's kind of giving us a little different look there. But, you know, if you hear at a game or you kind of can see the coaches, they're always, the girls getting ready to serve. Nice little kill there. You know, when the girls get ready to serve here, you know, number 7.
Bryn Wright.
Bryn Wright. Give us the timeout here. When she's getting ready to serve, they're going to know she's going to look over at her coach. The coach is always going to have the little, you know, clipboard up, and they always got their signs and stuff. You know, like with football, you got your call signs and stuff that you're getting. You know, do you guys prefer I know you guys kind of switch offensively. You know, at times you call it. Sometimes it's a hand signal. Like on defense, it's hand signals. Sometimes, like what's your preference in getting a call? Do you rather just have the coach kind of have a kid run out and tell you the play, or get a hand signal of sorts?
Personally, on defense, I like the hand signals, but on offense, I like getting told the play, not the hand signals.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I like huddling up in the offense and getting the play, but adjusting to the signal hasn't been too bad. So.
Okay. So. All right. So Mediapolis here with the serve. It's 13-12. Mediapolis. Like I said, here, coach gave her the signal and stuff, and nice little pass by Bryn there. It's an attack by Macy.
Net ball.
Went there in the net. And makes it 14-12 Danville. Looks like we got Brindley up here on the serve. Like we talked about, coach is going to give her the sign here of where to go. And
They have signs?
oh, it's kind of more they're like on the clipboard. I'm assuming probably gives her like a number, like maybe you break the cord up into.
Yeah.
Oh. On that one there, it's. You know, you see the girl kick the ball, and you're like, oh, as long as the ball doesn't hit the ground, you can really hit it whatever you want. So, I mean, if you want to stick your foot out there and hit it, that's legal. But
She's saying a power puff, I could drop the ball.
you can't like grab it and like kick it, but like if you happen to be running the ball, like, and you just stick your foot out and hit it, I mean, that technically is legal in a sense that the ball doesn't go on the ground as long as you're not carrying it.
All right.
You're fine there, but it is powder puff. You know, it's probably a little more lenient with the ruling on it, so you might be able to get away with it.
Do you know who's reffing?
I do not. If I had to take a guess, I would guess Mrs. Tager.
Miss Tager. No.
I'm guessing just because they like to, you know, like I know for the football game, they asked, myself and Coach T, and I think Mr. Wallace to go out and do the football. You know, you typically like to get coaches be the ones that officiate because, you know, they know the rules and control the game a little bit. And nice little attack there.
I heard we're broadcasting the football game.
Yes, we might be trying to broadcast. Their hope is that we'll have our huddle camera up by then. I know we've had some issues with that lately, not having that. So hopefully that will be something that we'll have. And
I do know some stuff about football.
Yeah.
You're way better than this.
So we got 13-8.
I think I'm going to get back to the student
You guys
section.
going to head off to the student section?
Yep.
Nick, you going to join them?
Yeah, we'll head back
all right.
over
Well, we
there.
appreciate you guys joining on here.
Thanks for having us.
So good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yep. Huh? No, I might have taken the wrong one out. We got you now, Jackson?
I can't hear you.
All right. I think I went through and tried to. Are we good there, Nick? Are we good now, Jackson?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. That's what happens when we try and go through. We got all these wires and stuff set up here, and I thought I grabbed the right one, and find out I took the wrong one unplugged there. So
Oh, yeah.
nice little kill there.
Yeah.
Makes it 19-14. Got a nice little setup here going here. So we got Carly on the serve here.
Surprised Chris and Zeke ain't on here yet.
Oh, it's one of those. Give them time. You know, anytime the kids see a open mic and stuff, it's like moss to a flame.
Yeah.
They'll eventually do that. It's kind of one of those. We almost got a timer if we want people to join us or not, or we just unplug it. Just put it away here because we're hopefully we're on our way here to fourth set here because we got 19-15.
2015.
So we just got 5 more, and we'll take game 3 and force it game 4. So we got Gracie out here. We just earlier recorded her 400th dig. Is that what they said? 400th
It was 500th.
assist or something like pass.
500th dig.
500th dig. That's what it was.
Yeah.
There we go. So, and Mediapolis with the timeout there. So we kind of look at a nice little run here that Danville's been on. I mean, you know, we had a 5-0 run there, kind of, get from 13 to 18 there. I think just the biggest thing is, in the other games, we seem to have a lot of untimely errors on our part. And
Yes, we do.
this game, we haven't been at. It's been pretty clean game from the girls there. And, when you kind of think of, with any sport, especially a high school sport, it's whatever team makes the least errors is probably the one that's going to win.
Yeah.
So you kind of
Professional.
look at that. So getting out of this timeout here, like we said, it's 21-15 Danville. We got Gracie on the serve here. Just need 4 more points, and we're pushing a game 4.
Got Gracie with the serve.
There we go.
Student section on their feet.
There we go. Kind of I like to see that when the students are involved.
Nice save.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one there where you kind of do everything right. And it's just that one little tip there or one push there, and they get it.
It's been happening, made some small mistakes and leading to some points.
Yeah. Good job, Bailey, being back there to help out, and we got a free ball going. So,
nice kill by Liv.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those. If you can get her set up right, she is tough to stop.
She is tall. It's so.
Actually, you get that height, and she's going to drop the hammer down, and
she's got a good vert.
Yeah, makes it 22-16.
Powder Puff and stall my game after her. Stand there and be
I'd say if you can do that, Jackson, that'd be impressive.
Yeah. You said I can't go from the back row to the front.
In normal volleyball, it's going to be powder puff, so I don't think they're really going to matter. Nice tack there. Nice dig out of there by Meepo. Oh, there we go. A tip.
23-16.
Tip ball there, kind of helped us out there, kind of redirected the ball into find the hole there. So it makes it 23-16. We got Brina on the serve here. And Brina gets the net, makes it 17-23. Danville, but like we kind of talked about, we were kind of in this spot last two games, kind of in this 17, 18 to 23 range.
This time Danville on the better outside.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a stop here, and it's always a good way to get a stop there is give Liv the ball.
She could drop the hammer. Oh, she was blocked.
It's one of those, they ended up blocking it and kind of came right at Gracie, and Gracie kind of instinctively just kind of put her hands up. It was more of a defensive measure than anything, and
got the kill.
Got the ball over, and Meepo wasn't ready for it, so it's 17-24, or 24-17. Danville Liv with the set point. And
what's funny is
temporarily kind of stave off the set win there.
We have not seen an ace yet by Danville.
It's been a while. So we got 18-24. Danville's up. We got Thornburg serving.
Mom's the principal. Wonder who she's cheering for.
I would say that's kind of a tough spot for Mrs. Thornburg, is being the principal of Danville, but having your daughter playing for Meepo. That's got to be a
show school spirit, and
yeah,
gotta kind of be nice to your daughter.
Yeah. Carly with the push out of bounds there. It's kind of for her. It's kind of it's a win-win, but it's also a lose-lose, right?
Yeah.
You kind of
she loses, and then it's senior year.
Yeah. So 24-19, Danville up.
That hurt.
Thankfully, she tipped that one and didn't kill it when we kind of put the ball over the net there. And that is out. That's going to give Danville the victory, 25-19. So that gives us set number 3. We're going to set 4. Yeah, you're right. So kind of set the tone here. Set 1, Meepo won 25-18. Set 2, Meepo won 25-16. Set 3, just over, was 25-19 Danville. So that puts us into set number 4. Okay, as we kind of go forward here. So we're just going to there's about 3 minutes here. We're going to kind of take a break here a little bit. We'll get back to you here with set number 4 here of Danville versus Mediapolis.
Little button on top of my head and it's getting pushed into my head.
All right, and we're back here into set number 4. Danville started off with the serve, and Meepo was able to quickly get the side out there. So as we talked about, volleyball goes to best of 5. So if Meepo was able to pull this one off, it'll be a game set match. If Danville can keep the trend going here of winning game 3, also win game 4, we'll go to a deciding game 5. So I don't know about you, Jackson. I'm hoping we go to a 5th game here. And
so do I.
Get that going there, but in order to do that right now, we got to get a side out. Get there. It's didn't realize we're gonna have vocabulary words here for us. So. Those there, and
I'm still on.
You're still on? All right, I unplugged the correct ones, which is always a good sign. We're able to condense stuff down here and
less clutter.
Make it less congested over here with the cords and stuff. And
spaghetti noodle cords.
And, of course, as we do that, then we're going to get Trayvon jump on here. All right, so we got 4-0 Meepo here. So we definitely need to break the serve here. Nice little push there by Liv. There we go. Gets the side out. Change of possession there. Using a different sport there. So, speaking of other sports, Jackson, you went out to Michigan.
I did.
For opening week. How was that? Was that your first time out there at Michigan?
That was my first time out at Michigan.
How was that experience for you?
It's the biggest stadium in America. Makes you feel small.
Makes you feel small. What did they have, like 110,000?
There's 110,000 there.
Nice. So where are your seats at, roughly?
We were in the end zone. Like the end zone, kind of like row 57.
Okay.
It doesn't look too big when you're sitting in it. It looks like you're pretty close, but like if you get closer to the field, you're gonna see how big it is.
You see it?
At the very end, I walked down there and I'm like, yeah, it does not look the same.
Got experience there a little bit. So, what are kind of the outlooks for Michigan this year?
At first I saw them maybe you could go not all the way, but make the Big Ten championship. But we lost to Oklahoma, and just our defense, I don't think it's set enough to like stop the pass because our DBs ain't doing so well.
Okay, and that's gonna be kind of tough. Do you guys have obviously you have Ohio State at the end of the year? Do you guys have Oregon on the roster at all, or on the schedule?
We do not. We have a semi-decent schedule other than Nebraska, but
what are they?
I'm feeling Nebraska's going to be pretty good this year.
As an Iowa fan, I can't say that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They are. Then again, it's Iowa. It's not. Their passing game has not looked that great this year so far, so we'll see what happens. But you kind of look at it here. I wasn't quite sure if it was I'm guessing it was a foot fault.
Yeah.
Either a foot fault or had a girl out of rotation. And that's kind of one of the unique things with volleyball where, you've got your certain spots that you have to start in, like you have a certain order you have to be in. And when the other team or we're serving the ball, you got to still kind of stay in those spots. And then once the ball's in motion, you got people moving around. And how they keep track of where they're at, where they're supposed to be, and who's where. That's always the toughest thing for me.
Yeah, I've noticed just two people usually standing on one of the sides. I'm like, I wonder what they're doing.
A
little too much of the power on the hammer.
A little strong there. Didn't quite get completely on top of the ball there. Kind of sailed it there. Yeah. Like you're talking about, we've got Violet and Brindley kind of over here on the far side. Nice little net ball there by Meepo on the serve there. Makes it 7-4, Meepo.
Like you were saying, like figuring out where you get to stand, I can never do that. That's why I don't play some of those sports. I'm like, I don't got enough capacity in my brain to remember that.
Yeah.
It's one thing that stopped me in basketball. I just couldn't remember who to guard. Like, who am I guarding?
Nice block. It's kind of tough to tell there if that was Violet or Liv with the block there.
Both tall.
I would say they both got the height, and they both able to get get vertical up there and get the block on.
We got Violet at 5'9".
5'9"?
No, as we know, Olivia is 6 foot.
We have emphasized that today, yes.
I think I'm taller.
You think?
I think.
Depends on what shoes you're wearing?
By an inch tall.
By an inch. Gotcha.
I did find out by the volleyball girls that these are volleyball shoes.
Oh, okay, there's specific. I didn't realize there's specific ones there for it.
I didn't know either. They're in the men's section. I didn't know.
There you go.
Or I think I was in the men's section. I don't know. Nick Powell, he worked at Dick's. I think he lied to me.
He did?
I do.
That is the one where, like, you watch the Olympics at all?
I do not. Not that much.
Not much. It is the I'm more like, I like the Summer Olympics. Those are my favorite ones. But when you get like the men's volleyball where you got those guys that are like, thinking like someone like LeBron James, being able to jump as high as he does.
Yeah.
Doing that on a volleyball. We sit here and watch, Liv with the big kill there, how high she's able to jump, and that is impressive. And, and all of a sudden now we've got, those guys are able to get 10.5 foot up in the air and just hammer down on it.
I'd find funny is get a tall person like Victor Wembanyama and see if you can get like the highest vertical ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how high could you get? Like, if you
I don't know. Like, what's the human limit?
Like, what's the human limit of like how high you could jump, and also how tall you could be to do it?
Yeah. I don't know. That would be impressive. I mean, you kind of think back to our class. We have our daily slide where we talk about the this day in history, and we talked about the one guy had the world long jump record, and he did that like how many years ago was that? Was in the 60s, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
And we kind of looked at. Let me see if I can find that back up here again. We were way off. It was the 90s.
Oh, it was 90.
91, but the dude jumped 29.
that? Like
29 feet 4 inches long. That was his long jump, and it's just that's just impressive. Like we looked at, it's the width of our classroom almost.
Do they measure by how high your hand gets, or how?
They're just jumping into the sand, and it's just kind of whatever
vertical.
Yeah,
right?
whenever you drop, just kind of whatever's closest to the start point is what they measure at. So we got 11-6 Danville here. Nice little rally going. And Mediapolis with the kill there makes it 7-11. At least that's what I got, 7-11. Score has 6-11. Actually, no. That was not. I hit the wrong one. I think
They're still off. They got 11-6.
I don't know, 11-6. Maybe I just hit the wrong button. It's our first game, too.
Getting distracted.
Yeah.
Oh, on the note of college football, anything you want to say about Iowa?
Offensively, I don't know what's going on with the passing game. It's one of those where you think they have stuff. My biggest thing is where you have a guy that's like 3rd and 6 and we're running a 5-yard hitch. It's like, that's out. We were not tip it. There we go. That's going to be Danville ball there. I never understood that. I need to get 6 yards for first down, but I run 5.
I watched the Seahawks game. I thought they were going to win, and like 2 minutes left with the Iowa offense. I'm like, I want to believe. I'm like, I don't think I could.
Yeah, it is what it is. Nice little spike there. Nice little kill there by Meepo. Makes it 17-13. Or 7-13, not 17-13. I want it to be 17-13.
Yeah. Like you're saying with the bad play calling, Michigan had that against Oklahoma. I just was wondering what he was going through in his head. I'm like, what are you calling? It's 3rd and 14. You calling a screen pass?
Yeah.
And now we got our head coach is out for 2 games for the alleged sign stealing.
I do like how they take him out of your quote easier games. Like we're not going to sit him during Oklahoma. But they also didn't want to sit him the first game because they knew you were coming.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, they knew I was coming.
They didn't want Jackson to miss seeing Coach out there. So, so kind of what are your thoughts so far on your first game broadcasting here with our broadcasting class?
At first, it was I was kind of not talking very much, but now I'm kind of getting used to it. It's kind of easier to talk.
You get going there. It helps. We don't have the other guys over here trying to help there with it, but you're also getting more comfortable with it.
Because at first, I was buyers and no one. Then I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk that much. And I was like,
yeah,
for a grade. So
I will say with the broadcast and stuff, the biggest thing is we noticed that in between the games we took the headphones off.
Yeah,
it's just how much the microphone headsets kind of just get on your ears and stuff. Yeah. And I don't know if you do a lot of gaming at all.
I used to, and like,
did you have the headsets when you're gaming?
The worst feeling is that head dent in the ears.
Yeah.
Just like,
I don't know. It's my son. Well, he'll be up in his room gaming and stuff, and every once he has his headphones in, and it's kind of that same thing. I think when he takes them off, it's kind of like it's free a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, they got us on a rotation, so that's what that one was. You kind of see the official kind of do the little swirly hand motion there.
Yeah, I noticed. The person up there has got some hand gestures.
Yep, so what we kind of noticed, what we kind of talked about earlier in the match here, where, girls have to be in a certain spot with volleyball, and unfortunately what I'm guessing probably happened is we had someone in the wrong spot, and you have to wait till the ball's served before you can move.
It's like a false start, basically.
Kind of, yeah. So you kind of think of, if there's like 6 positions in the volleyball court, kind of starting where, Gracie's at in the back. Say that's maybe 1, Liv's 2, Brina's 3. And then the front row, be 4, 5, 6, kind of just continue around the clock. If you're supposed to be in position 5, you can't be outside of outside of the person in position 6. And there we go, nice block.
Block by Macy.
Nice block there. So essentially, you got to make sure you're in your right spot until the ball's served there. So
like in the back court, you can't move front until the ball is basically offside. Basically, you can't,
kinda, yeah.
use a football terms.
Yeah, but like, you know, we got Gracie up there. Nice. That'd be an ace there. We see like Gracie with the white uniform. She's called the libero. And she's kind of that defensive specialist, if you will.
Defensive specialist. They have 2 jerseys?
Yep, so she would have that one for this game. So she could, in theory, in between games here. So like if, say we win this one, we go to the 5th set. I believe she could switch out of that into normal jersey, and that would then allow her to go to the front row because as a libero, she is a back row specialist. She's got to stay in the back row. But the nice thing is you kind of notice where she was in, a certain spot where she can, when her spot would be to go to the front, she can stay in the back and go through it again. Okay. So it's kind of a position where it allows you to kind of have your best, passer, if you will, which obviously, when she has over 500.
Yeah. 5 bigs, her specialist.
Yeah, I would say that she's got that specialty down, and that helps out there. And it definitely helps out there when you got Liv there, where she can drop the hammer on stuff there. And
being in the back, we think she would serve more because it doesn't rotating around make you serve more.
It does. Like here, we notice that it's her turn to serve here. And once again, they're calling us on that rotation setup again. So I'm not. Obviously, the officials are seeing something that maybe our girls aren't, or they're just, it could be a point of emphasis, or who knows what's going on. But I mean, it's one of those where you think if it's like a fresh, soft level, they're probably a little more lenient, kind of teaching them that. But obviously, varsity level, you're expected to have everything down, and
they're doing some movement. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Doing some movement on the thing. They move Brina back there.
Yep, there we go. Nice little side out there.
Side out.
Makes it 11-6. So you notice kind of on that one where technically, like, Brina's going to get ready to serve here.
Yeah.
She was in the front row, but she could move to the back. She rotated. You just noticed then that the girls in the back row there, we had Bailey and Brindley in that back row. Nice ace there by Brina.
Yep.
We're able to have Brina and Bailey, as long as they're still behind Brina, that rotation's still fine. Right? So just because you're in the front doesn't mean you have to be like above that white line. It's just still in being in that perfect spot there. Nice tip save there by Violet.
Nobody in the middle.
Yeah, I was talking about tip, they were able to kind of get that. That's one of those where, once again, we're expecting the spike, the hammer, if you will. So we kind of go back a little bit, and they just kind of tip it into that empty space there.
In volleyball, would you say they have like coverage, like so you don't like leave open the middle field, or?
Yep. So they've kind of nice.
I would say it's like more like a basketball zone, or like a 2-3.
Kind of, yeah. It would be almost like a zone defense, where you will, where they know if this ball is coming from a certain side of the net. You kind of think the ball is probably going to be hit a certain way. So they kind of would set their defense up, like you said, in that zone defense, if you will, to kind of best protect that. Just a little miscommunication there. Leads to Meepo point, makes it 19-12 Mediapolis.
I would say our better lineup's not in right now. I would say, I don't know who it was, but somebody else was in here, and they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we've had a stretch there. It's just, once again, it's like we talked about. That kind of got a little high on Brindley there. And that's kind of that tough one. It's that in-between spot. Is it one of those where you're going to
kind of back up?
Are you going to back up and try and hit it with, bump it with your arms? You're going to try and put your hands up and, set it, if you will. And she definitely just kind of got caught in that middle ground area where it's just, especially, that was a hard serve. It's kind of tough to see where it's coming from and what to do and stuff. So
what they say?
Oh, I think they're giving Thornburg talking about her daughter being on the Mediapolis team and stuff. So she's gonna come sit down next to Drake and
watch him.
And stuff, and
like we said, we're wondering who she's cheering for.
Like we said, it definitely is a lose-lose or win-win, however you want to look at it. So, Mediapolis here with the serve. We got number 12, Steffner. How do you pronounce that? I think Steffner.
She has an aces king, remember that.
Yeah. Nice little back row attack there.
The block.
Nice block there by Violet and Brindley. And they tip over, and Brina tried to go for the dig there, and just came up short there a little bit. And,
21-12.
That's one of those with volleyball, as you see them, they got the knee pads, and a couple girls got the elbow pads, because you are definitely diving a lot on the floor trying to get to it, and definitely want to not hurt yourself.
I'd say by the time they're done playing the sport, I felt their knees would be so bruised. And
yeah, it's definitely a young person game there. And nice little push there by Meepo, makes it 22-12. I said we're here in set number 4. Mediapolis is up 2-1. If Mediapolis is able to pull off these next 3 points, they'll get the W.
That ball.
Getting the side out there makes it 13-22, gives us the ball there. It kind of allows us to
hopefully go on a run.
Got to get on a nice little run here. So we got Liv serving, so that's always a good thing there. She comes into the game over 80% serve percentage there, so gets the ball over there with no problem. Nice dig by her. Nice little quick set to Violet with the push. And they just got the side out there. Makes it 23-13 here.
Bad contact on the ball, I noticed.
Yeah, that's kind of how we talked about. It's in high school sports. It's always how can you minimize the
errors,
the mistakes and stuff. And talking about mistakes there, Mediapolis makes a big one there and serves the ball out of bounds there. So, gives us a chance here. We got Violet serving. Meepo's up 23-14. Nice serve, get the ball in, and nice little save there by Brindley.
I've noticed most of the errors are when most are people on this side, and it's like a shift over there.
Yeah, that's kind of the, for me, if I'm thinking if I'm going to set up an attack, I almost want to come from a side because that gives you the whole court to, if you're hitting it long ways, the whole court to kind of hit into. Oh, they're going to make her go in correctly. So 24-14, Meepo. Got Thornburg on the serve here.
Meepo singing whatever song that is, I forgot. It's not over yet, guys.
Not yet.
Tom Brady can do it. So can we.
That's true. Caught it out. So it gives us a chance here. It's 24-15. So we're gonna need Brindley to go on a little bit of a run here.
Be a 9-point run.
That kind of looked like it might have been on our side, but officials didn't call it.
Can't argue with the ref.
No. I mean, you can try to. It doesn't really work.
Mostly with ejections. Against the Eagles-Cowboys game, spitting them.
Oh, yeah, what's a dude from
Dak Scott first.
There we go. Starts with one. Is it 16-24? So get another good serve in. Just go one at a time here. Put the ball in play. Make him earn it.
Yeah.
There we go, 17-24. Okay, like we talked about, you just got to just put the ball in play and, good things will happen. Got the deep serve there.
Notice sometimes they're jumping early.
Yeah.
That was close.
Out. There we go. It's a nice little 4-0 run here. Makes it 24-18 Meepo. Liking the deep serves there.
Oh. I was liking the defense so far.
That one was close, and that's why I can't officiate. I can't be a line judge. They're close like
fast.
that. It's too quick, and it's tough to see that. So with that one, Meepo is going to pull out the victory here. They're going to win 3-1. So the season, I think that moves Danville to 2-8. Next up for Danville will be next week on the 16th. They'll go to New London on Tuesday. And then next Thursday, we'll be back home up here against Notre Dame for our next game. And plan is to have another broadcast going for that one.
I might be back.
So we look forward to having you on there. And thank you for joining us here for our opening broadcast of Danville Athletics. You got anything to say, Jackson? Or
I'm all.
Tyler good here. So